Hey everybody, welcome back to Zindee. Today I just want to do a video to show you the new sticky note holders and how to assemble them and just some ideas of how you can decorate them and what you can do with them. So basically the sticky note holders are acrylic blanks that you can decorate however you'd like to hold sticky notes and a pen. So here's one that's sort of finished. It's not connected yet, so it'll come in two pieces like you see here. And the sticky notes sit in it just like that. And then there's a room for a pen to go right here. And it will fit the flare pen, so if you're making this for teachers, that sort of thing, that's usually like the pen of choice. So they definitely fit those, okay? So it's super easy, super fun project. If you are new to Zindee, welcome. We're glad you're here. We're about to be your new favorite store for acrylic blanks and vinyl and glitter and all of that fun stuff. If you've been with us for a while, welcome back. We're so glad to have you as always, and we appreciate each and every one of you. So first things first, whenever you order the sticky note holder, it'll come like this. Okay, so two pieces. The brown you see on here is just the masking paper that comes with it. That's just so when it arrives to you, there's no scratches, it's brand new, it's good to go in pristine condition. Okay, so what we're going to do is decorate both the back and the front, and then I'm going to show you how to actually put them together. Okay, so before we do that, let me show you a few options of how we could decorate it and what we did to these right here. Okay, so for this one, the backing, we just did a plain white vinyl. For the front, we did a printed transparent glitter vinyl. This is actually the printed notebook paper vinyl. And we just did black Oracle 651 for the notes right here. Okay, so whenever you put that back together, it will look like this. The reason why we did the white Oracle 651 in the back is because you really can see the print on the transparent glitter with the white on the back. So it really looks like notebook paper. It's super cool. So the transparent glitter vinyl looks like this when you get it. This is the tiled option, so it's a little bit smaller scale. The one that I used here is just the regular transparent glitter vinyl, 12 by 12 size, not tiled, not scaled, or anything like that. Just exactly how it is on the website. You just buy it just like that. All right, and then let me show you. This is what the sheet looks like when it's not tiled. So as you can tell, the difference between tiled and not tiled. It just makes the pattern smaller. So if you want a smaller print, you can go tiled for the transparent glitter, for the notebook paper, and that's what it'll look like. Okay, so that's that one. This one is a completely different direction. So the back we did fluorescent pink adhesive vinyl, so it's just plain fluorescent pink adhesive vinyl on the back. We have a ton of different colors in this. And in the front, this is actually a textured glitter adhesive vinyl. It's super, super cool. And what we did for this one, instead of cutting out any vinyl and putting on top of it, we just cut the word out of the textured glitter adhesive. Keep in mind with textured glitter adhesive, nothing will stick to it. So you can't put vinyl on top of the textured glitter adhesive. And you also, if you decide to epoxy it, resin it, anything like that, you will lose the sparkle. Okay, so if you're using textured glitter adhesive, I recommend leaving it just like this. Don't put anything over it. And again, you can't stick anything to it. Okay, so that's that one. So here's the two options, just so you can see. And again, these aren't connected yet, so that's why I'm holding them together. But here's two options of what we can do, okay? Now, let's go ahead and make one, and then I'll show you some different ways to attach it, okay? So you can attach it with UV resin if you'd like. Actually, let's just get it straight into attaching it first. Okay, so if you want to attach with UV resin, you totally could. If you were going to do that, I would recommend doing it before you put anything on this top piece, okay? So you would decorate your bottom piece, then you would put a little UV resin basically in the four corners, and maybe a little extra right here because that's going to be covered more. And then you would put your light over it and attach it that way. I'm not a huge fan of attaching things with resin as it's not really made to be used that way. It'll work 100%. It'll work. It might not last as long as an actual adhesive, but if you want to use UV resin to attach, you totally can. In addition to that, do you need to resin these to sell as the finished product to your customer? Absolutely not. It's totally up to you if you want to resin. I think a lot of people forget that the UV resin or the epoxy resin that people are putting on acrylics, it really isn't necessary. It's 100% just for looks and your choice, and it can add some strength to your pieces if you feel like it needs it, but it will totally be fine just as it is. All of this vinyl that we sell specifically at Zindee, unless you're choosing a matte vinyl or removable vinyl, it's all permanent adhesive vinyl. It's made to be used outdoors, on outdoor signs, go through the elements, all of that. So you're totally fine literally just attaching this and leaving it just as is, okay? Another way to attach is just a mixed media adhesive. This is Aleene's mixed media adhesive. We're just gonna put a little bit on all the corners and then we're gonna attach it that way and then we'll be good to go, okay? Another option that would be super cute for these is adding a little quote or something in this square box. You know, it's just a perfect little spot whenever they remove their sticky note that you'll be able to add a little quote or a message or anything you want, a little heart, anything, just to make it super cute. All right, so let's go ahead and put one together. Okay, so for this one, we are gonna use some printed adhesive vinyl. This is a sparkling marble inks vinyl. I've already cut the pattern out, so all I have to do is weed it. This is actually Sparkling Marble Inks number 10, if you're interested. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and weed any extra. All right, so that is all weeded and good to go. Looks like this. For the backing piece for this one, we're just going to use regular silver holographic transparent glitter adhesive. So weed that. Looks like this. So that's the backing piece. And then for the notes part, I am going to keep that part, but I'm just going to do it in plain old white vinyl that's going to go on top of the printed glitter adhesive vinyl. The printed adhesive vinyl, the Sparkling Marble Inks. So we have all our pieces cut and ready. Now, this is just a nice little tidbit. The way that these are made, you can do them a variety of ways, okay? So you can leave them like this, which is great for right-handed people, okay? So your pen's here, and then your sticky notes are here. So this is made for a right-handed person. If you have a lefty, all you need to do is turn this over, and then you're more set up for left-handed, okay? The only thing you have to be aware of is if you do turn it over, you're gonna have to mirror this top piece so that your vinyl matches properly. Another option, if you want to do it more like this, you can. So this would be more in a horizontal way. So you would put your pin up here. You could decorate it here. You could put a name here. Tons of options. Or you can do it this way. If you rather your post-it notes on the right-hand side, where you can put your pin, your name or whatever, classroom, grade, and then something here. So you can decorate these with 2-inch acrylics. So this is a 2-inch acrylic blank that you can attach to it. You could decorate it with some 3-inch acrylics. This is a 3-inch pencil. So for this one, I would do more like this. Okay, with your notes on the side right here. Or you can do it with, this is a 3-inch acrylic right here. So if you're gonna do it like this, this is a 3-inch on the top, okay? And keep in mind, for the glitter, the textured glitter, I'm gonna have to glue this straight on. I can't just stick it, okay? So hopefully that gives you some ideas and some options. These are super, they have a lot of options. Like you can do a lot of things with them. All right, so, and then this is a 3-inch pencil if you're curious. This is a 2-inch crayon box if you're curious about that one. This one has a Kiss Cut decal on it, so this isn't all vinyl. This is just a Kiss Cut decal, which we sell those on the website. This one is all vinyl. And then this one is super cute, which is a brand new one we're just releasing. This is the kiss cut for it, and this is the acrylic blank. This one would be really cute on it too. Okay, so let's go ahead and put transfer tape on our weeded vinyl. So get our transfer tape. Lay that down. We're going to get our pieces and just lay face down on top of the transfer tape. All right, so we got pieces on our transfer tape. Now we're just going to turn this over. We're going to take our squeegee. If you don't have one, you need one. It's amazing. It makes things so much easier, and you'll get a lot less bubbles if you're using a squeegee and burnishing like this, okay? So we're just going to work our way from the center out on each piece. Make sure all the vinyl is sticking to our transfer tape. If you're looking for a good transfer tape, we have an amazing one on the site. It's Style Tech. All right. And it comes in rolls just like this one. So whenever you roll it out, you can just use what you need, roll it back up. There's no backing paper or anything like that on it. Okay, so we have our pieces, and now we are just gonna loosely cut those out separately. All right. All right, so get our backing piece, and these are completely symmetrical, so it doesn't matter if you're using this side or this side. These are the same either way. We're going to take our masking paper off. And whenever you're doing this, try your best not to touch your acrylic. The least you touch it, the better, so that you don't get any like oils or anything like that on it to cause any bubbles. Okay, so we got that off. We're going to use our transparent glitter. So this is, again, our silver holographic transparent glitter adhesive. Remove that backing paper. All right, we're going to take the middle sides and we're going to go straight over top, looking around, centering that as well as you can. A light box is super helpful for this step if you have one. Perfecto. All right, we got that on there. Now we're just gonna burnish, get any bubbles out. And it's also super helpful to look straight down at what you're doing. If you're trying to line it up like this, you're not going to see it in full, in full view. So if you're looking straight down, you'll be able to see all the way around and make sure both the top, bottom, left, and right are all lined up. Okay? Now from here, I don't want to just yank my transfer tape up. I want to just roll it down. And what that does is just pushes it down further and make sure that you're not lifting it to cause any unnecessary air bubbles. All right, see how amazing that is? So no air bubbles, we're all good. You can even see my ring light in there. Okay, so we have our backing done, okay? Now, let's do the the printed adhesive vinyl. So for this one, we're gonna do it like this, okay? Doesn't matter, again, either side. It's all, like, you just want to make sure it matches your pattern, okay? If you're doing it right-handed, left-handed, that sort of thing. So however you cut your vinyl, that's the side you want to take the paper masking off. And again, try not to touch your acrylic if you can help it. All right, so our paper masking is off of that. So now we're going to take our printed adhesive and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so straight overhead, look straight down. As long as you can get that center square lined up, everything else will kind of fall into place. So I usually try to focus on that part, and then the rest will be all good. All right, same thing. We don't want to just lift our transfer tape. We want to roll it down. No bubbles. So that's done. Okay, one thing to know about Zindee printed adhesive vinyl is all of our printed adhesive has air egress technology. So basically the backing paper has little bitty holes in it that you don't really see, like pockets of air. And what that does, it makes it where it's a lot easier to apply vinyl with no air bubbles than if it doesn't have that air egress technology. So it's just something to note. It makes it a little bit easier. Also for our printed adhesive, you'll notice that sometimes you can lift it back up right after you apply it. That's one of the things about the air egress. You'll be able to lift it up a little bit after you apply it and reapply it, and then after it sits for a little while, it will be way more permanent. But it kind of gives you some leeway in case you mess up. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add our notes thing to it. So here is our notes. If you ever find you're doing something smaller like this and pieces aren't sticking to your transfer tape, what I like to do actually is take the corner of my squeegee and just make sure you're getting all little pieces. That'll just really help it stick down in spots so that when you lift it, it doesn't stay back. All right, so we're gonna put our notes on there. Again, roll it down, don't just lift it up. All right, look how stinking cute. All right, so now we're gonna actually glue the pieces down. So for instance, the transparent glitter adhesive, I put it here, but you can put it on either side. This particular vinyl is gonna look the same either way, if you put it on the back or the front. So it depends on if you want it, the look you want. Sometimes it'll look a little more three-dimensional if you put it on the back side. It just depends on what you like. So I would definitely recommend flipping it over, see what look you like better, and then going with that. There's no right or wrong way to do it. That's what's so amazing about this, is everybody's work is so different and unique, and it's just super exciting to see. So yeah, so this is, the transparent glitter is on this side. So I don't know if you can see any difference, but if we do that side showing up, or we can do this side showing up, okay? And then for this one, the back of printed adhesive vinyl is gray. It's like a light gray. Or at least our printed adhesive vinyl. We do have a clear printed adhesive vinyl too, where you can see the pattern on both sides. You just have to be careful with that. On dark colors, you won't be able to see it as well as on light colors. So that's the back side of this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do it where the glitter adhesive vinyl is sandwiched in the middle, okay? So I'm gonna put my glue directly on the printed side so that I know that it's only going where the acrylic will cover it, not where there's no acrylic. And this glue is similar to E6000, so it is kind of stringy, so just be prepared for that. All right. And you don't need to put too much, just enough to tack it down. All right, so this is where I have my glue. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a little bit right here, a little bit right here. I have this side done, and then I have like almost like an L shape right here, okay? We're going to line that up. And you don't want to put too much glue where it seeps out the side, okay? So just be aware of that. All right. So this is all lined up and connected. Perfecto. So now we just have to let this dry, and then this will be good to go, completely done. So again, from here, you can add a name if you want to. You can do your acrylic blanks if you want to. Pretty much anything. A cute little quote is totally up to you. I can't wait to see what y'all make with these. I've already seen some on the Facebook group that are so dang cute that I can hardly stand it. But here you go. So I hope that helps you guys. Same thing, if you were going to use UV resin to adhere it, you would do it around the same area. Just be careful whenever you put your top on, if anything kind of seeps out, to wipe that away to get a nice clean finish. But again, I would 100% recommend using something like this. Again, this is the mixed media adhesive. We do have that on the website. You can use E6000, pretty much any kind of universal glue for plastics, okay? If you're using UV resin, you do want to, since you're actually gluing something together, I would recommend sanding the little area that you're going to put the UV resin, just so it has something better to grip onto for something like that, because you're actually using the resin to adhere something, so the sanding will definitely help for that. But again, I would just stick with the adhesive, and then you'll be done. So I hope this helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.